Hey guys, Jimmy from Legacy Digital. So we're going to cover today how you sign up trials to full paid packages at the end of their trial. So look, first of all, we want to always be closing face-to-face or via phone call, but never via text, because there potentially might be questions or objections that come up, but you'll only be able to cover them via a conversation face-to-face or via phone call. So make sure you book in your times each week to be able to close these trials, but I believe it's always done at a higher level when done face-to-face. So look, when we want to close the trials, we want to make sure that we're really well prepared. So you always want to make sure that you know the 24-week goal so you can keep reiterating back to that if needed. And in the initial consultation, you would have found their pain points, right? So, you might have asked them, what have you had trouble with previously? So that way you're able to go, they know they had trouble with consistency and accountability, but then also once you dug deeper into their goals about why they wanted to lose that 10 kilos. So you want to make sure that we're always reverting back, that they want to lose the 10 kilos because they want to be more fit and healthy for their family and they want to be able to play with their kids. So if you do get in any objections, you're able to always revert back to that. You want to always recap their goals and progress. So make sure that you're always keeping it goals orientated, but then also show them the progress that they've made during the trial with you. So, they would have got into good exercise patterns, they would have got back into training, they would have started to eat a bit better. So just making sure that you're covering all that during the closing stages. So you want to explain the package is already set up because we talked about the secret sale previously, and that it's going to continue for 24 weeks if they decide to stay on. So we have this conversation 14 days before their trial ends, and then also in the last week as well. And then once they've signed up, you just want to take this moment to recap any suspension periods and contract details that you have so you don't get any surprises. And we also do recommend, once they have signed up, is to send them a confirmation email so you do also have email correspondence that they do understand what they've signed up for during the 12 or 24-week contract. Now look, I just want to cover some objections which will come up. So first of all, you want to expect objections. So objections are a really fantastic thing because you get to overcome them and you get to answer the client's questions or queries to be able to continue on and help them achieve their goals. So with any objections, you want to agree, show empathy, and then overcome. So some of the things that will come up is they go, look, I might just want to think about it. So, when they cover that, go, yeah, look, I understand. It's like, I don't want you to make a decision that you haven't thought about. What exactly would you like to think about the program? And then start to get those answers off them. And then at the end, ask them, just go, look, if they're overthinking it too much, go, look, what would need to happen right now for you to continue moving towards your goal of losing 10 kilos? So then you're able to get the real questions out of them and then overcome and, help them achieve their goals. So the next one's, I need to talk to my partner. This is a very common one about, and just go, look, I understand. I talk to my partner about, a lot of the decisions as well. What do you need to ask your partner about? So then we're finding out what they need to ask their partner, but then they also go is like, do they know about your goals to lose 10 kilos and that you're training here? So then you're able to kind of really gather what they need to ask their partner about. And if they're really adamant, they're like, no, look, I need to go home, I need to talk to my partner, is the best way to finish that up is go, look, Jimmy, I know you want to lose those 10 kilos. What's going to happen if your partner says no? So then you're able to give them tips and tricks to overcome their partner's objections so then they can come into the gym and start to lose that 10 kilos. The next one's they need to check their budget. So we need to know their expenses from the first conversation. So we've talked previously about asking if they eat out, do they drink alcohol, and do they smoke? So if they say this, we want to find out where in their budget they could find the $65. So, as I said, is talking to them about how you can save the money from not eating out, not drinking as much alcohol. Potentially if they're smoking, would obviously recommend they stop doing that. But then also teaching them some cheaper ways to organize and prepare their food in their diet as well. But then you're also looking at, like, you know, how important is it for them to achieve their goal if they can find the, you know, $40 to $65 per week. So you just want to work with them to find that in their budget, but also always reiterating how important it is for them to achieve their goals. And of course, to get the very best services, you do have to outlay some money to do that. And the last one is, like, they need more information. So we talked a little bit in the trial video about making sure that we cover all their questions, but sometimes they will want more information. So that's quite simple. Go, yes, I understand you want more information. I don't want you to leave here with anything on your mind. What exactly would you like more information about? Then you're able to get them, you're able to have a cool and calm conversation, and then close them off the back of that. So guys, that's a video on closing. Just make sure that you're doing it either via the phone or it's best face-to-face. But I hope that helps you be able to close more sales. Any questions, please reach out to us anytime.